So friends, welcome to Plot Sense. I am going to discuss a Kannada movie, Toby. It came in the year 2023. In the beginning, we are shown a village where goddess Mari was being worshipped. People of that village have gathered in that puja. Criminal and businessman Anand was also present there. The goddess Mari takes over the priest's body and tells everyone that sacrificial goat has ran away. Anand is surprised to hear this and sends a man to see whether the goat is there or not. When a man checks, the goat is still there. Anand tells the goddess that the goat is present there. The goddess tells Anand that the one who should be sacrificed has gone out of the village. If he comes back, then it won't be a sacrificial goat but will be in the form of Mari. The scene shift a few days after this day. We see that the new sub-inspector has joined the police station. He inquires about crimes happening in his jurisdiction. That's when a woman throws rocks at the station. When inquired, they know that the woman's name is Jenny and her father, Toby, has been disappeared from the village. Sub-inspector promises to find Toby and asks her not to worry. A doctor who knew her tries to take her back, but she refuses and goes her own way crying. Sub-inspector asks the head constable about Toby. Head constable asks him not to take this case as Toby was a local criminal who has tons of cases on him. As this was his first case there, sub-inspector starts to investigate about Toby's disappearance. They meet the priest of the local church. Priest was the one who knew Toby from his late teens. Toby was in a juvenile detention center and was locked in a room due to his violent nature. Toby became mute in an incident and no one knew what his name was. The priest gives him the name Toby. As the years pass by, Toby was shifted from detention center to jail and then from one jail to another. One day, he finally gets released from the jail. He goes to meet the priest. That day, some goons were threatening the priest for the property of school which came under church. Toby fights with the goons and sorts out everything for the priest. Priest takes him in and gives job of watchman to him. Toby had no respect for anyone other than priest, and his behavior got him kicked out of the church. Later, the inspector goes to Damodar. While interrogating Damodar, Damodar tells him that few years ago he found Toby on a river bank where he used to go fishing. Damodar taught Toby how to fish. They became friends and worked in a mortuary. Damodar took Toby as his assistant and guided him on how to dissect corpses. Toby understood the work very well and without any hesitation he would cut the bodies. Damodar was shocked to see smile on Toby's face while cutting a corpse. One night, when they were fishing, Damodar tells Toby not to come here on New Moon's night. Damodar says that he has seen Goddess Mari on one such night. She was riding her horse and staring at him. He ran out of fear. As he was telling what happened with him, that's when they hear cries of a newborn child. Damodar finds the child and gathers all the people there, thinking what to do next. That's when Toby takes the child and leaves. Toby adopts the child and raises her. The priest names the child Jenny. As the years goes by, Toby has been helping Jenny in her studies. One day, when Toby and Damodar had gone to drink alcohol, the shopkeeper asks them to pay the debt first and then he will give them alcohol. As they had no money, Toby takes Damodar to home to show him the nose ring he got while fishing. Damodar tells Toby that the nose ring is fake and it might have fallen while immersing the idol of goddess Mari. Jenny takes the nose ring and says that she will wear it when she becomes a grown-up. Damodar tells her that only goddess Mari can wear this ring. As they had no money, Toby tries to produce alcohol illegally. This move backfires as while producing alcohol a blast happens. Due to this, they are taken into police custody. Here, they see Savitri. She was a prostitute and being interrogated by police. Toby had fallen in love at first sight. Jenny tells Savitri that Toby likes her. Toby asks Savitri to marry him. Savitri tells Toby that she cannot marry him and can only be a friend to him. Toby agrees to this. Whenever Toby saw Savitri with another man, he used to get angry. She explains him that this is all because her work. When Jenny was in 12th class, her teacher tries to take advantage of her, but Jenny teaches him a lesson. Jenny tells Savitri what happened at school. Jenny tells her that she will leave the school and will sell fish for living. When Toby goes to Savitri, she tells him to have a house so that his grown-up daughter can live at peace. Toby asks her to marry him if he gets a house. Unwillingly, she agrees. Toby goes to bank to take a loan. No one approves his loan as his income was not good. The scene shifts to present, where Savitri tells the sub-inspector that she wouldn't have asked him for house if she had known he will commit big crime for it. At that time there was a powerful man named Santosh in that village. Anyone who wants to do business there should take his permission. Santosh would make people disappear who goes against him. Anand was new to village and didn't knew this. Santosh threatens him and told him that if he wants to buy goats then he can buy them only from him. Anand was scared but didn't want to close his shop. So he hires Toby to kill Santosh in exchange for a house. Toby agrees to do this. Toby buys 3 truckloads of goats. When Santosh came to know about it, he comes there to kill Anand, but Toby was hiding among those goats. He comes out and fight with Santosh's goons and kills Santosh. Toby was sent to jail and Jenny finds herself alone again. Sub-inspector goes to Toby's house to meet Jenny, but she was left for finding Toby. Jenny left her daughter to her neighbor. Seeing her neighbor, Sub-inspector starts interrogating her. She tells them what happened after Toby killed Santosh. Anand has named a piece of land in name of Toby so that Jenny can live there peacefully. After Santosh's death, Anand has become greedy and built a big house and his business was very good. But he started doing illegal smuggling. When Toby returned from jail, Jenny made sure he won't go to Anand. In the meanwhile, Savitri has married to someone. One day, Anand finds Toby selling fish with Jenny and says if Toby wants something, he should come to Anand. To this, Jenny refuses to accept any help from Anand. Anand wanted to get rid of an officer who confiscated all his smuggling goods. As he can't do anything to that officer, so he wanted Toby to take this job. Toby receives a demolition notice for his house. This was Anand's doings, so that Toby comes to him for help. Anand solves the problem for Toby and asks him for his help in matter of officer. Toby agrees to this work to return the favor. Anand used to put dead bodies of his opponents into a big grinding machine to erase any traces left. Toby kills the officer. After some months later, he kills a man who was standing for election against Anand, in broad daylight. We get to see that Jenny loves a man named Prashant. She did not tell Toby about him knowing he will be sad. Prashant was scared of Toby thinking Toby will kill him for loving his daughter. Jenny knew that Anand was ordering Toby. Due to this, Jenny goes to Anand and tells him not to use Toby for his own evil doings. She also insults Anand by throwing coins at him for staying away from them. Feeling insulted, he collects coins. Anand uses his connections to put Toby behind bars. Knowing only Anand can help, Jenny goes to him. He ignores her, but later goes to her at night and violates her. He continued this for a few days. He puts a coin she threw at him in coin box every time he did this. After few months, Toby is released from jail. After his release, he gets to know that Jenny is pregnant. Toby was furious and wanted to kill the one who did this to his daughter. Prashant comes forward and tells that it was him. Toby tries to kill him, but Jenny stopped him. She tells him that she loves Prashant. Hearing this, Toby felt bad and leaves the house and goes to mortuary where he used to live before. Prashant marries Jenny and starts a family. After a few months, Jenny had a daughter. Toby used to see Jenny's daughter, but he did not wavered. A new officer started giving trouble to Anand as he wanted 50% partnership with Anand. As Anand refused to his offer, he confiscated all the goods. Anand started investigating who the mole is from his side. His investigation stops at Prashant, Jenny's husband. Anand knew Toby's hatred toward Prashant. Anand tells Toby to kill Prashant in return of giving a position of clerk at his office to Jenny. Toby agrees and goes to kill Prashant. While Toby was killing Prashant, Jenny comes there and saves Prashant. Seeing Toby like this, Prashant fled his house. Jenny tells Toby that it was Anand who exploited her in exchange of Toby's release. She also tells that she was pregnant with Anand's child. And Prashant saved her honor by accepting her. When he heard this, he breaks down in front of Jenny. Now the scene shifts to present. Toby and his son-in-law was missing. Everyone was hoping that Toby should not come back because Anand will kill them both. But everyone knew that Toby will come. That day, they both return home as Toby found his son-in-law. When they go to meet Jenny, they are attacked by Anand's men. This attack leaves Prashant dead and Toby on the verge of death. They were taken to hospital and Toby is in critical condition. Anand is informed that Toby might not survive the night. The priest from church comes to see Toby. That's when Jenny's neighbor tells the priest to take Jenny's daughter to fair. Priest takes Jenny's daughter to fair. The doctor says that Toby should die as his daughter and her husband is dead. Hearing this, neighbor asks what happened to Jenny. Doctor says earlier that day Jenny took a scalpel from the hospital and left in anger. The doctor followed her, but she vanished in plain sight. The doctor goes to the Anand shop where he sees that Anand had a cut on his arm. When took a closer look, he understands that Jenny tried to kill Anand but failed. Blood was spilled on the surface of shop and there was the nose ring Jenny was wearing which they threw in bag of meat. He knew Jenny was killed and crushed to death in grinding machine. Hearing this, neighbor says Toby should have died but now he came back from death. The camera shifts to Toby who was lying there. His eyes were full of rage. Toby goes to dumping ground where they dispose the crushed bodies. He finds her daughter's body and the nose ring. He was devastated and fell in despair. He takes the nose ring and goes to a nose pisser. The nose pisser follows his customs before piercing Toby's nose. Toby wears the nose ring and dresses himself same as Goddess Mari. He goes to the fair riding a horse. We see everyone is gathered to sacrifice the goat to Goddess Mari. When Toby came there, Anand's men starts to fight with him. Toby beats Anand's men. When he was fighting Anand, he slaps him multiple times. Each slap symbolizing a coin in the coin box. At last, he takes the sword, which was going to sacrifice the goat, and beheads Anand. This causes a ruckus in the crowd. The people who knew Toby were standing still there. Sub-Inspector was at the scene. He was unable to shoot before his posting there, but seeing Toby in that form, Sub-Inspector shoots Toby. Priest from church was standing there with Jenny's daughter in his arms. Jenny's daughter goes to Toby as he was lying there dead. She tries to wake him up, but the priest takes her back with him. Movie delves into the duality of human nature, showcasing how even harmless individuals can be driven to violence under certain circumstances. Toby's transformation from a mute and seemingly innocent man to his daughter and friends, to a vengeful protector. Despite the darkness surrounding Toby, the film emphasizes the unwavering love he holds for his loved ones, particularly Jenny. This love serves as a powerful motivating force and becomes a counterpoint to the themes of violence and revenge. Friends, that's it for today's video. If you like the content, please like and share the video. If you are new, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for notifications.